All right, we're here on the homestead. We're gonna go in the garage. It's flurrying out. It's about 19 degrees according to the dash. Whoa, Rich, you okay, honey?
Yeah.
Icy, huh?
That's ice there.
Wow, everything is solid ice.
I was trying not to, I knew it was ice and I was trying not to slip, but.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, look at all the ice here. Okay, let's be super careful. Did you get hurt?
A little bit.
Wow, honey. We're going to start up the RIDGID heater today.
Yeah, I'll just take care of a couple things while we're here today. There's not too much going on. But this will be the first chance that we really get to fire it up in the garage, let it run for an hour or so with the new garage doors that have R6 insulation in them. So I'm thinking it should help us a little bit.
Let's just take a quick look. It's 25
cold in here.
outside and 23 inside. Right now it's 10:47. So at 11:47, we're gonna come back and check it.
All right, so let's see. We got a little gas left in this thing.
An hour's worth?
Quite a bit, yeah. And I thought there was a RIDGID battery floating around in here. I got one in the back of the truck.
So what's the problem, honey?
I took the batteries out of the truck to make room for all the garbage. And the lock on the shed is frozen. So
All right.
I got this.
All right, I'm coming, I'm following.
Okay.
That worked. Seems a little dangerous, but.
I'm gonna make sure I leave this in the garage.
So we got the battery out of the shed.
Yeah, I don't leave batteries in this thing. Wait for the solid green light while it heats up.
Oh, is that why you hold the button down?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Starting to get a little cold up here. I got some work to do in this garage. We picked this up a couple weeks ago, and let's see if we can fire it up. Maybe it'll take the edge off in here a little bit. What's nice about this is it'll run off of a battery or standard 120. No bubbles. No bubbles there. All right, let's see. Push on off button. Red light. Then press this. All right, hold that until it stays solid green. Definitely feel some heat coming off of that.
I just noticed that the sensor, the outdoor sensor for that, was literally right here. So I just put it outside and I'm pretty sure the temperature is going to change. That's why it was so close. It's really so much colder today. So now I put the sensor outside. Got to give it a chance to acclimate. The flurries are getting stronger right now. And we'll see what happens. But the temperature should definitely start to change. Yeah, it's 30 in here, and it looks like 29 outside, so we'll see if that changes. So we're in the garage right now,
Yeah.
And what are we about to do, Richie?
Well, we're gonna do a little test with this RIDGID heater. We're gonna fire it up in here to see how it heats the place up for about an hour. So I wanna check the temperature on the thermometer now and see what it is.
It says 44 outside, 35 inside. All right, so we're gonna fire up the heater. We're gonna work in the garage for about an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll check and see how much we heated up.
We hung some plastic in the stairwell going up, And hopefully that'll keep some of the heat down here. But we have a 10 mil tarp that's getting blasted by wind right now, so.
So that allows a lot of heat out.
Yeah.
The garage doors will make a big difference when we get them. So
Yeah.
hopefully they will get here December 14th like they're scheduled.
I remember how this works.
Oh, I feel the heat. Are there levels on that heater? Like high,
It's on
low, medium?
It's on high, of course.
Okay, just wondering.
Is your BTU level, I guess you want to call it, right? So you turn
It just
it
says
down.
control.
See?
So let's see what it looks like from the inside. Go ahead.
All right, so that's basically the minimum, and this is the maximum.
Okay, I see it in here, a difference.
Right? Minimum. Max.
Okay, so we're keeping it on max.
Yes.
And it does burn a decent amount of propane.
On maximum, it's supposed to do 60,000 BTUs.
And they say this thing could last up to 12 hours, so I'm thinking that it's going to last 12 hours on the minimum setting, right?
Right.
So 6
Okay.
hours.
Yeah, and the 60,000 BTUs, I can't remember the square footage that was intended for, but we are way under the square footage. However, like we did say, we have no insulation, we have the attic upstairs, and we don't have the garage doors yet. But in an hour, we'll come back and we'll see where we're at. Wow, you did a great job, Rich.
Oh, there's a lot more to go.
There always is. But wow, it looks really good. Big difference already. Oh, and it feels really good in here.
Well,
Let's see.
check. It's been
Been about an hour. It's 12:29. Maybe even a little longer than an hour. So outside is 35, inside is 46. Not bad.
11 degrees.
Yeah. And it's definitely feels a lot better in here.
I'll take it. It definitely takes the edge off.
100%.
So that's good.
Once we get those garage doors, plug up some of the gaps in the attic, I think we'll be fine.
So far, I love it. It works pretty good.
Good.
And it's a brushless motor actually in there, so that's pretty cool. That should last a long time.
Great.
Nice and warm.
Makes a difference. Oh, you got like condensation?
Frost.
Oh, frost.
Yeah,
wow.
we use this tank. It's empty. There's nothing left.
Definitely warmed up in here a lot. Feels so good.
Yes, it did.
It's not quite the right time. We have like another 20 minutes actually. But in that amount of time, what's the temperature now, honey?
I can't even see it. 33.
33. Okay. It definitely took the bite out of it, and I'm sure it's going to heat up a little bit more even, right?
Yep.
Definitely a worthy purchase.
I love this thing. And it gives you a place to stand in front of it when you're really cold.
Well, you were just standing outside for 15 minutes in one spot, not moving while you flew the drone.
Yeah.
That's cold. You're freezing.
Yeah, it's cold.
The best thing I think we did was buy a 30-pound tank for it, though.
Yeah, it does go through some propane if you leave it on high. So
Definitely want a bigger tank. All right, it's been an hour. Let's go on in and see how the garage feels. Ooh, it feels really good. Let's take a look. It's 11:47 and it's 37 degrees inside, 25 degrees outside. And it definitely worked pretty good. And that's despite the fact that we lose a lot of heat around the two sides of the garage up top into the attic. And I'll show you that in a second. But wow, it raised it over 10 degrees in an hour. definitely does a nice job in here. But you can see along the sides, the light, we're definitely getting a lot of heat up there because it's not fully closed in on either side. And you could see here by the trusses as well. So heat rises and a lot of that heat gets up here. And I gotta say, it definitely feels at least 5 degrees warmer up here than it does down here, downstairs. I mean, you could see some light through there. We only have T111 as siding, so it makes sense that, you know, it's very drafty. And you can see the open spaces there. But it definitely heated us up more than 10 degrees, Rich.
Yeah?
How's that lock?
Frozen.
Again?
Yeah, I was hoping.
We've used the heater to warm up stain. All right, we're in the garage and we're trying to heat up the stain. It's 51 today outside. It's one of the warmest days we're going to get this week, and we have one more side of the garage to get painted. We want to get it done. This RIDGID heater, it's working out great so far. We've used it to warm up the lock now.
That's hot.
We use it to warm up our feet. You can't touch it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got it too hot.
All right. We're good to go. You want to turn it off and we'll lock it all up?
Yeah.
All right, so we're done here for today. It's really starting to flurry out. So we're going to shut it down.
Could definitely make it warm enough to work in here for sure.
So what'd you do? You
This
just
one.
turn? Okay.
This button. This button. There it goes.
And don't you pull the battery out?
I will take the battery out, yeah.
And what do we also turn the gas off? Just some safety measures, right?
Yeah. Take the battery out.
All right. Everything. We have a lot of batteries, right? That's the other thing we stock up on.
Anytime I see a deal on these, I buy them. Usually you could get 2 of them for $100, 4 amp hours. So that's
Yeah.
a pretty good,
That's
pretty
a
good price.
really good price.
I think I got 4 big ones and 3 little ones.
When you say 4 big ones, you mean 4 amp hours?
No, I have 4 of the 4 amp hours and 3 of the 2 amp hours, I think.
So yes, you have 4 of the 4 amp hours and 2 of the 2 amp hours.
That's what I have. But I think I have 3 of the 2 amp hours.
Well, let's just say we don't need any more for now.
Yeah, we're good with batteries.
But you did get a bunch of new tools for Christmas.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
An angle grinder and that oscillating tool, that cutting tool. So.
And?
Oh, and the impact gun too.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we'll be talking about those soon too.
Yep.
Okay, so definitely a worthy purchase. You do have to be concerned about the carbon monoxide that's created. Just make sure that you have some ventilation for safety.
Yeah, that's it. It's time for us to go.
All right.
All right.
Very light flurries, but it's so pretty. All right, all locked up, ready to go. Oh, it's always hard to say goodbye.
Yeah.